Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back. What's up, Ben? What's up, David? How are you guys doing today? Let's turn on the chat box so you guys can see yourselves. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? I'm okay. Congratulations on graduating, by the way, David. Allie said, "Yay, David," from the other room, in case you didn't hear her. Look at this, some glasses. Congratulations, W's in chat for David. Oh, the white chocolate just filled with CC's. Huh. I'll have to give him a thank you. You heard her? He said, "Hi, Allie." I didn't know if you guys could hear it. It didn't look like it could on my end, but I could only see like the sound, and it didn't move from the. It didn't move from its normal standpoint. Do you like the flame flinger? I've been trying it. It has its moments. I don't think it's super useful, but it every once in a while I like it. The way I'm currently attacking, I can't use it, but I have used it before, especially with like when Root Riders were really popular. I used it some then. How are you incorporating it? Are you still doing dragons? I have attacked this base more than once in my lifetime. I just place it in the corner while my RC fills things. So it feels like I'm taking it even more before I place my dragons and riders. I mean, that's fair. I could see an appeal to that, right? Because what do you run in your clan castle? Because if you don't rely that heavily on your clan castle, that makes total sense. Normally I'm using a siege machine, 2 dragons, and a loon. Well, then it just depends on how heavily you rely on your clan castle. Then normally they cut and clean up. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, what siege machine though? Do you mean like the siege barracks? Is that what you meant? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to go back to that other attack that me and Jay were using. What's up, Jay? Yeah, sorry, the barracks. The barracks isn't bad. The barracks is really good for like setting a funnel. What's up, MJ? How'd you guys do it for Clan War League? I don't know that I've talked to you since. I saw you post a screenshot, but I don't remember seeing where you guys actually finished. How'd you guys end up doing? What's up, King? Pekka helps my queen a lot. I believe that. Wholeheartedly. He said we are a Champ 2 clan. We won. Hell yeah. That's amazing, dude. I know you guys had a little bit of a rough start. So that's amazing to hear, brother. Dude, I'm so excited for CWO. Yeah? I am cautiously optimistic. Very cautiously, mind you. I want all the smoke for Champs. Oh, dude. I am pretty excited to actually see Champs League, right? It's been so long since I've actually been in a Champ League clan. It's going to be nice. I haven't been since I was a 15, and it was actually, I wasn't even a max 15 at the moment. So I'm actually very excited. Did I decide I didn't need the clones? I think I did. Was I could get away with a rage and that, right? I am very excited for Legends League, though. We are, just looking at that. I'm pretty excited, man. Yeah, one of our top attackers got his account banned. Another guy we found out was racist. We were not expecting the win. Our plan was not to get demoted. Hey, man, but sometimes that's how it always comes out the best, right? That's how it works out, right? So instead of not getting demoted, right, you guys showed out? Hell yeah, dude. That's what we love to see. How do you get banned? Like somebody like bought their account or something like that. They actually start paying attention to that stuff when you get in the Champs League. Because when you're in Champs League, you got some borderline, like, not pros, but like some really high competitive players. Just break terms of service enough. That's another good way too. Yo, which clan I'm gonna be in for CWL? I'd have to look and see at the list that was made. It's not set in stone yet. Let me see if I can't find it. Where is... Why do I not see... Oh, there it is. I had it minimized. Okay, I lied. No, we haven't sent out a list yet. You'll probably be in... Actually, I don't know that Woodshed 2 is doing it. So you'll be in one of our Master 3 clans. You'll either be in Woodshed 3 or Spartans. Why does it feel like CBL is always happening? Didn't we just do it? It's because it's at the start of every month. That's all it is. So it feels like a lot. But I get it. It does feel like it's nonstop, right? When are clan games? About a week before the end of the month. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, those are the old ones, baby. My other ones are in here. I just pissed away a bunch of invisibility spells, but that's okay. Do that. Do that. R. Ooh. I'm getting to the point where I'm getting pretty excited for most of Clan War League, so all the clans are getting to a pretty nice level, though. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm getting to the point where I'm pretty excited for them. More or less all the way around. My heroes are upgrading. I need more books. How is your hero grind going? I assume they've been down more or less nonstop. just have BK and MP. Nice, nice, nice. MP has 4 more, and like the BK is 3. Nice. MP up to 76, though. You've been grinding this shit out of him. In Champs 3, my clan averaged 42 stars a day just to be in the position to win CW on the last day. It's very intense. Honestly, so we helped out one of our sister clans. Hold on. Hold on. Let's not get dramatic. This is going to be something bad. Baby, I got a legendary chest.
Oh, man.
It's going to suck. Rune of Dark Elixir inbound. Do you want to click the mouse? You want to open it for me? Oh, Rune of Elixir. Jay got really close. He said Rune of Dark Elixir. David said Book of Spells. No, I mean, I'll take it. It's free, right? Oh, this is my main account.
Oh, you're back.
I'm selling that for 50 gems. Oh, that's funny. MJ said a shovel. Yeah, when we went to our sister clan, we were averaging what, 40 stars just to win. I'm hoping we won't have to put up a performance like that just to be competitive. 2% chance to get 50 gems. So sad, buddy. Tell me about it. Where are the sweepers? Oh, it doesn't matter. They're actually that way anyway. I will try to go after at least one of them. Oh, I'll get them both, actually. That's kind of nasty. Get that. Let that go just so the Yeti might... Yeah, there we go. No, I just double invis. I could tell I've not been using this attack. I think I have enough to take it. Yeah. You know, I was very excited for Super Yetis, and I still think they actually have their place with particular armies. And I'll still probably use them on, like, Super 2 or something, but they're not stronger than this. Like, the consistency I can just provide with this is just beyond what that can provide for me. Jay, are you going to be able to get any more levels on your MP before CWL? I can 3-star on max 15. Let's fucking go. Yeah, that's you know, it's something I've noticed that when they it's kind of broken the meta for anything under like Town Hall 17. But so I get it. I absolutely get it. Yeah, so certain bases are definitely super Yeti bombs. Anything that's really clustered together, like why risk your Royal Champion? Just flood the base, right? And just take it out. Yeah, probably one more level. My boots are Town Hall 13 max right now. Let's go. And let's go with that. Even better. Can I line up? Because that gets me multiple air defenses. We love to see that. Kind of favor the left side here. I am trying to get ahead of, like, letting my kind of like letting my troops get out ahead before I really need to throw my Warden ability, since that's going to be a new thing now. It's going to be one I'm not going to be particularly happy about at first. But I think as a whole, that actually might be a pretty good change, though. Good God. We'll just do that. That should take care of it. Probably one more level. What was that? Oh, that was the sound that thing makes when it dies. Okay. On that ore grind, I feel that. But if I attack enough, I can get 1,000 gem from achievements, 4k monos, 5k spell towers. Yeah, his first epic equipment. Finally, let's go. Dark Crown. When up to 3 allied troops die, he gets a damage and health boosted. Finally, something to replace the henchman puppet, huh? What's he getting? Dark Crown. Is that confirmed, or is that a rumored thing you saw, Jay? I need them to do another event that lets you buy old equipment. I bet you they will before too long. That can't be far away. Okay. So I'm minus 105 and I have the potential for 160 left. Confirmed 100%? Wow. Where'd you see that at? Was that on Reddit, or was that like a judo video or something? Can't spend 6,000 gems on my missing equipment. Thankfully, most of them definitely not worth doing, David. So you have a town of 14 or 15 I can attack? I do have a 15. Yes, I do. If you you do have to move, though. It's my only account in Woodshed 2 right now. So if you want to go over there, just practice. I will, Kyle, do that first. At least I get that out of the way, though. Is it maxed? Defensively, everything but walls, I think. Yes. And heroes are not maxed, but everything else is. Maybe on stream, yeah. If you let me get these, if you let me get the rest of main accounts attack sense, I'll go over there and I'll throw up a challenge or two for you. With advice, absolutely, buddy. How does everybody feel about the Grand Warden Eternal Chome rework coming? How's everybody feel about it? I don't think it'll make or break me. That's kind of where I'm at. I think it'll change my attack, but I don't think I'll have to rework anything, though, you know? I'll miss the wrong arrangements, but overall I like it. Yeah. I hate the rework, but we'll deal. That's another fair assessment. Well, they're fixing it. I don't know that you could say that the Eternal Tome wasn't broke, though. It's definitely the strongest equipment in the game. But I don't think it'll... I definitely don't think it'll make a big difference for you. Maybe it will. I don't know. That cord. Nice. Go, boogers, go. To be fair, though, a blimp across the base is stupid. Yeah, that wasn't very commonly a super high thing that was done all the time, right? It definitely had its place, but it wasn't something you did all the time. That was very, very base specific. But now, you only get the tome 1 second out of the thing, which actually, people who are really smart with their traps, that could get you. What are the games looking like today? Phillies are beating the Rockies, which is expected. I need... I need the White Sox to lose. Taylor. Because I ripped my pants. What's good, yo? What's up, Hyper? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How you doing, man? Damn, just everything being thrown at that motherfucker. Beautiful straight line right there. Good, good. Sorry about attacking one up and Warden. Not a big deal, buddy. We should have the muscle to take care of it. It's not a big deal. I hate to, Hyper, I gotta tell you, man. I know you're not a huge baseball guy, but I have to tell you, your team has become one of my favorites just to bet against. How you doing? I'm doing great, buddy. How are you? Lol. You know, respectfully, right? And, oh, hold on a second, JJ. I'll take a... Give me a second. I need full brain capacity. That's a lot of words. Any idea what's going to be expected to change with the Warden attacks? Late blimp, short travel to Town Hall. What do you think? Yeah, I think it'll just be... people will be a lot more careful going for Town Halls, right? You're going to have to be a little bit more... yeah, people are going to have to be a lot more careful with their blimps, but I don't think it'll make a drastic difference, to be honest. Generous of you to think I'm not making money off of my team's losses. Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, buddy, I bet against the Yankees today. And I shouldn't have, but I saw who they had pitching. And I just knew. And now we're beating the snot out of the fucking Rangers, so that's just my fault. But I constantly bet against the Rockies and the White Sox. What I've done is delay when I place the blimp so my Warden aura is closer to the Town Hall when the blimp leaves. 1 second will be enough. Yeah, and I think that's probably what people will do. Pretty widely, to be honest with you. I'm messing up some of these, though. I'm getting a lot of, like, 90%. I'm wondering... What am I screwing up here? I need to sit down one of these days. See, now this would be a good... I need to sit down and actually learn the Root Riders again. Figure out how people are making them work now so easily, especially on the high end. You alright, baby? So let him get a little out ahead, let him get a little out ahead. You know what else I've you know what else I've really considered doing? Maybe cutting out a dragon rider and a dragon each, maybe, or just one or the other. And trying to add furnaces, because I see a lot of people use furnaces for like funneling purposes. I kind of like that idea. What's up, Diggy? How you doing, man? I'm constantly hitting high 90s. Let me know. I want to learn something new. The only person who has anything like new that's not like meta either is Clap. Everything else we use is pretty meta. I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. I am going to try and sit down and learn Root Riders real soon. Try and relearn them and do like a little juggle recall thing, because I think that's really strong. Man, thank you. Always stay well. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. But you know what? Let's try. Let's go back to the 7. And then the 1 clone, because in a case like that, 1 clone would should have been enough for me. It's been a bad week to be a Denver sports fan. Why would it all happen for, well, any of the Colorado teams, I guess. Nuggets need I say more? Oof. Feels bad though, man. How for those who are sports fans, how do you guys feel about SGA getting MVP over Jokic? You think he was robbed? You just picked a side? Well, I respect that. Yes, I will take a look at your base here in 1 second. I hate attacks that got 18 different troops. I like all one type of smash attacks. Yeah. You think SGA deserves it? Not saying he doesn't deserve it, but do you think he deserved it over Jokic? Because I think, like, you know, like, that was kind of close, right? Like, if it went either way, I don't know that anybody would have been really upset about it, you know? David's saying yeah, but David's not a sports guy, so he's picking a side for attention, yeah. No, I understand. I'm definitely into athletes. Okay, are you into Nikola Jokic, which would very much surprise me? Or Shea Gildress-Alexander, which would surprise me less. Man, my attacks fucking suck today. Huh? I am warming up. Hold on, let me Google. Jokic is not going to be your. Well, I don't know. You might like the dad bods. Big nose, many hoes. Is that what you just said? Yeah. Can you spell those names for me? Just type in SGA OKC, and you'll find the guy who won MVP. Caught the attention of the voters and opposed to love from India. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Voters as opposed to Jokic's consistent performance, which has not caught the attention of voters in the same extent. Who's the other guy? You can look up the Joker NBA because I'm not spelling Nikola Jokic. No, Nicole, and he's a giant Serbian dude, right? So that's probably fair. I think Nikola Jokic probably deserved it. He's like most people, right? Though he's getting voters fatigue, right? Like David said, Nikola is hot. That's fair. He's the best passer of all time. I don't know about all time, buddy. He's damn good, but all time's a commitment right there. Not as cute as me, though. Okay.
Quit lying on the internet for attention, David.
Oof. Gay on gay crime right there. There goes my bias again. Who's my celebrity crush? I don't know that I really have one. Oh, never mind. She reminded me. Margot Robbie. Apparently she's never forgotten. Mine is Hoser. Is he? I've only seen her in a couple things where I'm just like, and it was Wolf on Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street. My bad. And of course Harley Quinn, right? Jeremy Renner? Who is that? Really? Get the fuck out of here. I never saw Birds of Prey. Chris Pratt. Sydney Sweeney? I don't know who Sydney Sweeney is. No, I know, but like, what would I know her from?
I couldn't tell you.
I got nothing on Sydney Sweeney. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is awesome. I love Chris Pratt. I watched the first Guardians of the Galaxy today. Yeah, no, that's Chris Pratt.
Jurassic World.
What about Jurassic World?
Chris Pratt's in Jurassic World.
He is in Jurassic World, you're correct. I almost forgot Diggy asked me to look at his base. Let's go do that. GOL 98 YYRQ.
Did you steal the charger back?
Yes, I did. Do you need it? I do Chris Pratt. He was so cute in Parks and Recs.
He was cute in Parks.
Was he in Parks and Rec?
He was. Andy Dwyer.
Can you look at mine? I will look at yours here in a second. Ooh. Diggy, you've done a fantastic... This isn't a rush base anymore. This is just a base. This is just a Town Hall 14. Fantastic, dude. That's awesome. Yes, I will look at yours, David. Oh, you're in Legends. Oh. Thanks a lot. No, buddy. That's awesome, though. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right, David. All right. This is a base. You know, I can't help but notice your laboratory's not maxed out, so I'm a little disappointed in you. I'll bet it's just because I know you, right? Have you used a research potion? Guys, I added some commands, by the way. I changed some commands. We now have a new exclamation point J that he's not going to be happy about, but I finally changed it. I used one yesterday. Fantastic. We also have like an exclamation point join. or something like that. I added. I don't. It was something along those lines. And I refuse to let my lab finish first. So I'm being hesitant. You'll notice that my druid is max. Oh, I actually can't tell if something's max or not. And is he good? He used to be. He's not really anymore, and it's kind of sad. You know what? Let's take this opportunity to do to figure out root riders again. What's a good army comp for root riders, right? You got to run a handful of healers, right? Can you do a Warden's Apprentice walk? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do that. Do a handful of these. By the way, do you like femboys? No, not not really. That's a wild question to ask. But no, not really. I don't got anything against them, though. And, of course, David said, no, I'm into large hulking men. Why do you ask? Two different answers. Same, but different. What do you do now? I need, like, an Electro Titan, right? That's something that people use a lot. Nah, your lab. Buddy, that was a curveball. I was not ready for that. Add 5 throwers? Why throwers? So here's the thing. The Electro Titan I know is really good for, like, what is it? Is really good for the because why not? So here's the thing. I see the furnaces for funneling, right? I see the healers, right? The healers are a must. So are the Valkyries and the Root Riders. Electro Titan makes sense, right? Gets rid of the little stuff. Not liking femboys because you're straight, and David put an X. Then said not liking femboys because you're gay with a plus sign. Did you hear me, baby? Electro Titan is not needed if you're recalling the RC. Okay, so that's space I can. When will you start selling merch? Oh, buddy, no fucking idea. I don't know if I ever will. I don't know that anybody would want to see the Woodshed T-shirts. I just put a whole bunch of those in there. No, that's a dumb idea. Can we do research potion merch, or is that copyrighted? I have no idea, but that's a fantastic question. So what should I do with the rest of this, right? Like, I got these, and that's just for breaking up, right? Let's go ahead and pedal here to the side, right? So I need a recall. I need at least, like, 4 invis. Miners, get the fuck out of here. Probably need a poison, right? Because Root Riders won't attack that directly, so I need to be able to slow down. That kind of stuff, right? So, like, what else now? What else do I need? Army with all invisible spell and 1 rage, dragon spam is best. You're not wrong, but we're going for something a little different here. The biggest reason is that my minion prince is upgraded, and I've been talking about figuring out Root Riders again for some time now. I did consider 2 overgrowths because they used to be really popular together. So we'll try something like that. We'll try, like, we'll do Siege Barracks, Flinger, Troop Launcher. Because I've seen a lot of people actually like the Troop Launcher a lot. 1 Skelly. Do I need a poison then? Should I not run overgrowths, MJ? Not all miners. I'm not listening to David anymore. Overgrowth, maybe. So Skelly, that makes sense, right? Monolith. But my perfect strategy. Yo, what's up, Ollie? And then do I go like a 3rd overgrowth? And then do I go like that? Because I mean, like that could really work. You need the poison, but the overgrowth is preference. So if I had to pick between the two, that would be my choice. But I'm not having to pick. I can do both. We'll do something like this. We will change Giant Arrow to Magic Mirror. I don't know if... Is that the play? Archer over Barbarian? Yeah, but not when it comes to the Troop Launcher, which is kind of what I'm hoping I can use. Right, so this needs to be... this. And this. I need to make sure that the Spirit Fox isn't upgrading. Okay, she's not. Cool. Oh, she's maxed out. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Can upgrade Sneezy. You need a Rage. How is everybody? We're doing really good, Ollie. How are you, man? Maybe two Overgrowth. That's a time fail. That's fair. That might be getting a little greedy. We'll go 1 and then 1 Rage. King needs a pet. Probably Phoenix, right? Or is he like an Angry Jelly in this composition, right? What's he? Upgrade your minor to 18. Your mirror to 18? Why? Oh, the extra clone. That actually makes sense. Good looking, David. Try a practice run first. No, we're in Legends. That is the practice run. That's the whole point. Maybe I like sprinkle a druid in there, right? How do we feel about something like that? Please listen to me more. David, you said all minors. Okay, somebody give me how do we feel about Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball? And how do we feel about the 2 tomes? I don't think anybody's going to complain about those. Give me 1 second, Con. I will absolutely. Every time you listen to me, I'm right. Definitely not every time. All right, let's take a look, my friend. All right, so you're a new Town Hall 14? Yeah. You already got your army camps upgraded, brother. That's fantastic. Oh, well, you were a 14, so you had to have, because they don't go up another level at 13, or at 14. Make sure you're grinding out your heroes. You come a couple levels early on those, but that's not bad. It's actually a nice little base. I would stagger your air sweepers, so your air sweepers aren't in one straight line. Because somebody can make one straight line out of, like, that builder's hut, or, you know, with by taking out these 2 and going onto this wizard tower. And take out both your sweepers. But other than that, I think it's fine. I would just stagger those a little bit, even if it's just putting this one to the left and this one to the right. Make life so much better for yourself, trust me. Or why'd they have to fuck up the Eternal Time? I don't think it's going to be that bad. No, I saw it. Nah, chat miss. He said it too early. He said it too. That's what I thought, Ollie. Ha ha. I got you that time. My bad. Exclamation point, Ollie. That should, you know what I should have done? That should have just said chat mess, you know that?
Yeah, I like Heat better.
What should I upgrade next? 2 builders, free tomorrow. Let me take a look. That's right, Ollie officially has his own command. Now attack, give me 1 second, brother, and I will for you. Where are you at, JJ? How high are you right now? Oh, 5,600 almost. What should you do next? You did your multi-archers, right? Did you do both of them? I can't find the second one. Yes, you did. You did them both. Probably something like your scatters or your infernos. Scatters, infernos, air defenses. Those are kind of interchangeable. Do this last multi-archer tower. And then air defenses, scatters, infernos. I am certified woodshed gang member. Gang member, that's exactly what I was thinking. I don't feel like a druid's actually worth it now that I'm thinking about it. Let's go like an ice golem. Man. Bro, how maximize your hotkeys when attacking on PC? Honestly, I still am using the default setup. I've not had any issues with them, so I haven't even bothered to try and change them. That leaves me just shy of 20. What the hell am I doing here? Go like another one of those, and then like, nope, we do minions. Headhunter. No super barb for cleanup. That's what I'm gonna use the couple minions for. Why have Yeti when 3 miners do a trick? Hello, Andy. I hear you, sweet. I'm not sold on this, but this is what I want to try. And I have an idea of how this should work, but this is going to be a mess of shit. One, two, three, four. Three, four. All right. Did that. Let us do this. Let us do this. Let's start setting a small little funnel. This side is kind of weak, so we're going to do it like this. I have thrown down the absolute wrong thing, but that's okay. Do that. You know, we'll just do that just to get that out of the way. Oh. Your cat meow is cute. Yeah, my cat is adorable. She's just psychotic also. Okay. This would have been a great time to have... Oh. What is your worst bet ever in hindsight? When I first started betting, I was really just screwing around a whole lot. So I did a couple of really dumb ones. Like, I would bet like $1 basically on, and it's like 15 legs or 20 legs on basically every baseball game. So I would do a whole lot of dumb stuff like that. What is this Clash Royale ripoff? This is the OG. This is the original. Wow, I 3-starred this, and this I did fucking horrendously. How are my bets looking so far, though? I need an update on that. Nope. Scrolled too far backwards. Yankees won. Okay. Pirates won. That's surprising. 1-0. Phillies are still winning. Tigers won. That was part of it. That was one I had. Okay, so I'm looking okay. Yanks won. Hell yeah. Bro, I've never heard of this shit. Clash of Clans has been around for a long time, my friend. Come out in 2012. Pirates low-key cooking? Nah, man. Kyle, how is Allie and the kid? The kid is asleep. Allie is behind me. She's doing okay. Builder Potion. Builder Potion is a W. We like to see it. We're not going to use it right now because I don't have the money to do anything with it regardless. Gimme, you don't need it. I do need it. This is my second account, David. You're trying to rob me. I desperately need it. The kid isn't asleep. He's with me. Ha ha ha. No, he's definitely here. How much is 500 gems? $5. You know, I saw a thing today, Hyper, that said that Paul Skeen should request a trade. And I get it. I kind of think he should too. I feel really bad for the guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we do that. Alright. We do something like this. We do something like this. We do something like this. We do boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Put that in there. Just randomly throw down into the spell because I didn't really have a whole lot to do with it. This is a terrible idea. That's going to be an annoying one, so I'm just going to get rid of that for now. Yeah, see, I'm just not going to be able to make Writer's work, at least not right this second. That was a pretty piss-poor attempt from me. My first time getting a Legend, I'm a Town Hall 13. How do I get out of Legend? So you need to be under... You need to either end the day under 4,900 trophies, or you need to... Or you need to go under 4,800 trophies with attacking and defense and whatnot, just over the course of the day. I know he works hard, and it would be hard for the rest of the team, but boy, does he got to get out of that shitty organization. Buddy, you're fucking telling me. Bro, whatever you used to play on PC, and please explain why you attack so smoothly using only a mouse. So what makes it so easy using only a mouse is the fact that I got hotkey set up, or at least they do for PC. And I'm actually just using the Google Play Beta. I'm totally free to download on PC, so if you like the look of it, I'd give it a try. It's pretty fun. You don't have Shield and Legends, correct. Okay, so oh, I hate this game. Alright, back to the drawing board. Yeah, there's no Shield in Legends. So he just has to get attacked 8 times and fall underneath a certain threshold. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go something more old reliable that my brain will understand. I'm going to go more of those. man. Now what he's saying made sense, and that pisses me off. Some super barbs for some easy cleanup. Right. I can't track that spell, so I'm not going to use it. The poison or the skelly spell for that matter. Which means I have 2 extra slots technically. So close. Kyle, what is your favorite food? Oof. Man, it depends on the mood you catch me in. I really could, You know, I actually will keep that. And I'll go for a 5 invis. Staring me down?
No, I'm staring at Andy now.
Better watch yourself, Pippin.
She's mad that she's on me.
Oh. Somebody's getting attention besides Pippin. God forbid. Let's try this. Let's see what happens here.
Andy never wants to come see me.
Andy rarely does want attention. So we'll go something like that. Right. Set a funnel one side. We'll do like one of these guys. Put one of these, another one of those. Then we go this side. We're going to start our dive here because I wasn't paying that much attention. Holy shit, am I bad at this. Yep, no idea what's going on anymore. I have screwed the pooch entirely. Whatever this is right here. I have completely screwed whatever I was going for over here. This was such an unorganized mess. Kyle, what do you do for a living? Oh, I never even said... I said my favorite food depends, but I never actually even said what it was. Well, I run a GNC, if you know what that is. A General Nutrition Center. In my local hometown. Favorite food? Right now, I would tell you it was deep dish pizza, because I'm really missing it. Oh. You be sneaking some creatine after hours for the workouts. I just know it. Now they give me an employee discount. So I do take creatine. And plenty of it. Or so I like to think. Ah, that turned away. Alright. Never had it before. Does it work for you? Yeah, and it works for the vast majority of people. Over 80% of the population is creatine deficient. At least the American population. That's just, is that what it is, baby? But it works pretty well for me. I actually didn't get that fact from GNC, by the way. Got that one from Vitamin Shop. So same but different. Got a gnat flying around my face and it's kicking my ass.
That same gnat has been here for a couple days now.
Yeah.
Go away.
Well, that sucks. I think I'll keep the Yetis.
Trying to kill it, but he won't go away.
Overgrowth. Invis Revive. Let's do something like that. What do you do in your free time? I spend a lot of time working out. I spend a lot of time playing games. And that's kind of the size of what I do. To be totally honest with you. Baby, is there anything else I do? I pay attention to Allie sometimes, apparently. That's good. That's a. I play with the bub. Do play with the kid. Do that. That's those. Sometimes I pick up heavy things and put them down. I eat. No, I don't need jump if I'm... Ugh. We'll do that. And let's take that off. Let's do something like that. Let's just see what happens. Pay attention to Allie or else.
Yeah.
I don't need any help from the peanut gallery. She stuck her tongue out at me. Which, to be fair, is an appropriate response. I keep doing this. Forgetting that I'm supposed to fucking charge at the start. Oh my god. I'm with Allie always. Well, you could have fooled her when you were talking about kidnapping. See, I didn't even... My brain is so fried. I'm doing so horrifically here. Yeah, I think this is physically too much for me to manage. That is indeed what she said. Huh? Son of a bitch, what? You need me to help you? Huh?
These nails gotta go.
They killing you? On the inside or the out? I got A's over Angels I need. Phillies are beating the Rockies, but I need the Mariners to win too. Allie OP in the chat, confirmed. Alright. What?
There's concentrated orange juice in Mountain Dew.
I'm not surprised by anything anymore, to be honest. Exclamation point, Allie, that's right. Alright. Scrapping everything. I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore.
Killing it. Hashtag best COC.
3 of those. 1 of those. 1 of those. 1 of those. 1 of those. Well, you gotta leave here before too long. It's satisfying to see myself in chat. Yeet. You can actually thank Allie for that one. She was the one who told me that you had just probably deserved it. I should just go ahead and give it to you. And we'll just do like another one of those or something like that. We're going to change this. Is the box not over there? Oh, I got it. Yep. Oh. Mm-hmm. We'll do that. I don't know that I want to keep. I'll probably do something like that.
Still smell those prenatal vitamins.
And maybe...
Just maybe.
I wonder if something like that would work, or if that's a bad idea. That's why, Kyle, I am always on Allie's side. I'm her best friend, not yours anymore. Oh, okay. Well, then I'll take away the command, then. Since you don't want to be my best friend anymore. I think that's probably pretty fair. Because you look better than I do. We're going to just try something really dumb here. No, Kyle, I am your life partner, and then a whole bunch of laughing faces. Okay. We'll do something like that, I guess. I have no idea what I'm doing here. We'll do that. Huh? Should be right here, baby. As a matter of fact, it is right here. Man. I need to the issue is that I'm just dense. So like Root Riders, like we're pretty consistently, right? Like even post nerf of like druids and all this stuff, you can still use them and have a relatively high success rate. And you still can, obviously. It's just you can't the 3-star potential is just not as easy, right? So like if I went back to druids, then it says 12, so we'll have like that and that. 3 overgrowth is a lot, but that's fine. We're just screwing around at this point. So all of them went over to that direction, which is bad. Do that. See, like, I don't know how this is working. How come not 5,800 trophies? It's because this is my mini account. This is my second account. My main account should be over 5,800 trophies. I'm kind of upset the Pirates won, damn. So this worked out, right? I don't know exactly how, but it did. Yeah, my main account is 5822, Pika. Yeah, this was a god-awful attempt at screwing around with something, though. Okay, so we do something like that. We do something like that. Do something like that. Do something like that. That. Now, here's what we do. We go this way to push our root riders into this direction. Okay, so we'd use that. That is going outside. I don't like that as much. Stay alive? Damn. Oh, there's something here with these overgrowths, but it's just painful. I'm just not dealing with it. David, are you still around? Need to see if David's still around, if he still wants to do friendly challenges. Okay. Here's what we'll do. You what now, baby? Nice. Or there has not started. What about... Here, we got anything going on here? Probably not, you're right. Nope, not another 11 hours. And that's got 10 hours. We'll take that off. Kind of got a lot of money here, so I'd love to gem that, even though somebody's going to scream because I did that. Apparently it was Allie behind me. I appreciate the dramatic effect. Yeah, he's not here right now, so that's a good call. It's a good call. He's going 91. I don't have things. No, I don't. I don't actually have the pass in this account. If I did, I could level them up. Yeah, why is that? Too syrupy. Okay. Do some rings. Let's go with this last expo. Now let's do some of these. This one's, I'm just sticking with old reliable. I'm just not going to mess with something else right now.
Oh, love.
That's right. We'll go right here. Boom, 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 boom. Just kind of no matter where that goes down at right there, that is gonna be a menace. So we'll do that. We'll leave that alone for now. And since we don't have a blimp here, we can just wait for max value right there for that. Which is going to be right there after that Seeking Air Mine hits. I would actually like to do it beforehand. But it should be enough to keep that alive, though. Then we can come over here. Healers will actually attach to the Royal Champion. Which will work out really, really well for us. I'd like for more than just one of them to path up there to die. No, that was the wrong one. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Hey, what do you recommend I use for Town Hall 13 attacks? What's up, Phobia? How you doing, man? For Town Hall 13, I'm a pretty big fan of Skybrid, which is a dragon and dragon rider attack with a super archer blimp attached to it. I do have a tutorial on my channel. That's by far been my favorite for a very, very long time. Oof, that's upsetting. Builder Bite, that beats a sharp stick in the eye. Oh, I get a Book of Heroes anyway, actually. I thought that was... Oh, I could have had a Max Royal Champion right now. Super Archer... Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It doesn't really matter where I enter from there. And that's just going to torch those up there. Fabulous. And then the rest of this should not matter. Should be pretty easy. Exclamation point Discord. Thank you, Jay. I do also have a... I think it's just exclamation point join is the new command that I put on there. I'm going to try it and see if it comes up. There you go. There we go. Yeah. Hello, what's up, Jaguar? How you doing, man? Have a good day, man. Thanks, Kyle. I appreciate it. You too, buddy. Love the name, by the way. Mainly because it's mine. There can be only one. Missed them both. That's sad. So I'm forced to kind of come up behind over here. Which I'm not going to be in love with. New Warden update? You know, I don't think it's going to be as bad as everybody thinks it is. I think it'll be hard. But I think it'll get a little harder, but I don't think it'll be drastic. I think a lot of people are overreacting. I'm very curious about the secret event that's happened at the same time in Clan Games that has a Super Troop icon on it. Ooh. I'll be really curious to see what happens then. Jay says, are you playing on PC? Yes, sir, I am. I always play on PC on stream. Makes it easier for you guys to watch. A little better quality, a little easier to stream, less delay. Damn, Will Warren got 10 strikeouts? Google Play Games Beta, right? That's correct! Super easy to use. I also have Clash Royale on it, which I almost never play, basically. Well, there's no almost. Funny you say that. I've gotten back into it a couple days ago. Really, Clash Royale. That kind of surprised me. You have Hulu on your Switch? That's kind of cool. Question mark? Very nice. I mean, you could have watched it on your phone before, though, no?
You have a bigger screen.
That's fair. Now, see, this would be one of those ones that I really want the long-range blimp, you know that? What trophy range are you in, Jay, as far as Clash Royale goes? How high-leveled are you? 2,800, so not very. Understood. You say you're going to try and play Fortnite on your Switch? I feel like it's a terrible idea. You know, at some point I tried to do Clash Royale content on the channel. And it did okay. The best episodes did okay, and then the worst ones had like a whopping 8 people watch them. So Clash Royale did not last very long on the channel. Which is fine, because my hyperfixation of it died down pretty quickly. You know, I ebb and flow like that, you know. Played it for a couple days a long time ago and didn't care for it. How are you liking it the second time around, then? But you're starting to like it? Okay. I know J-Lus plays, or he did. I don't know if he still does, really. And like I said, I play every once in a while. I started the Woodshed on Royale, but never went anywhere. I don't really know how clans even work in Clash Royale. I don't know anything about it. Or not from that standpoint, at least. There's a new Mario Party game? I like Mario Party. Yeah, Jamboree. How new is it? I feel like I've heard that name before, and I don't remember hearing flattering things about it. But that doesn't mean much. Hey, bro, what's up, Goku? How you doing, man? Less than a year, I think. Okay, so it's not what I'm thinking of then.
I have Mario Party Superstars.
Right. But like in 2017, getting back into it, about to buy a builder's hut. Do you have a creator code? No, man, I wish I did. I am quite a bit of ways from a creator code. I do appreciate you asking, though. I do highly recommend you use somebody's creator code. Whose is personal preference, up to you. I currently basically always use Judo because he's one of the smartest guys the Clash community has. But I do appreciate you asking. Sadly, I do not. On God, Judo's the GOAT. Man, Judo's great. Judo is pretty nice. He's pretty sweet. Judo, yeah, his YouTube is Judo Sloth, but his creator code is just Judo, Judo. It doesn't cost you guys anything to use a creator code, but the creator whose code you use does get a small commission from Supercell. So please do not be afraid to use a creator code. It helps people make more content. He gets me 25 gems and a power potion every monthly challenge. Judo's great, man. He's been one of those guys who's been around for a long time. I don't think he streams. I think he's just videos. I do wish he had a little more personality to him, but that's why I always say he's like one of the smartest people. If you just want to learn how to do something, just go watch Judo. Super smart. He breaks down everything in a really easy to understand way, at least for me. He just, yeah, Allie says he talks a little fast. I wish he joked around, had a little more personality, at least in his videos. But his videos are the way they're set up, that's not made for that. So, like, his discussion videos on Judo Slot 2 are really cool. I have seen those popping up in my feed more and more lately. I've only watched a couple of them. But it doesn't change how I feel about him or his content, right? It's all about the same. It just gives him a way to talk about some more stuff, right? A little broader stuff. When you're as smart as Judo, you don't need to have a personality. And, you know, and the worst part is I'm sure he actually has a personality. Because I don't even want to say he doesn't have a personality. He's just... Every time I watch streamers and YouTubers, I'm watching them basically for their personality. And the way his videos are set up and his content is, he's just not one of those guys who you watch because he's so excited, right? And he's so energetic, right? The people who would do that would be like Beak or Clash Bashing, who I don't watch a lot of Clash Bashing anymore either, and I don't Beak either. There's not a whole lot of personality in the Clash of Clans community, or people you watch just for personality. At least not in my opinion. No disrespect to anybody. OJ? Yeah, but I would consider him more of a Clash Royale. Yeah, for Clash Royale, though. Clash Royale can, weirdly enough, they have a lot of guys who are big personalities. Because they have him. They had, was it Nick at Night and Molt, who used to do so many videos together? It's hard to be informative and comedic. Yeah, no, and so I'm not blaming it for him, right? Because he has that reputation for just being, like, he's just so smart as far as the game of Clash is concerned. And probably in just real life, right? So I'm not gonna hold it against him. Just because I'm dumb doesn't mean I'm gonna bang on somebody for being smart. I take it back. But you know what I'm saying? I wish we had more English-speaking YouTubers. We do have a lot of English-speaking YouTubers. Maybe just not Clashers per se. Well, I don't know. Actually, do we have a lot of English-speaking Clashers? It does feel like there's not a lot of variety, but there is a ton of guys you can watch. It just depends if they'll beat you a cup of tea, right? Like Eric with one hive. I used to really like him, especially for like casting and stuff. I like Eric a lot. I haven't really followed Eric that closely, honestly. He's blind as a bat, though. I haven't followed Eric since that entire drama happened and he got kicked off the casters team. Because he stood up for Clash copyrighting somebody. So yeah, I haven't really followed him since then. But ever since he took that stand for that one dude who got banned, I became a huge Clash with Eric guy. Got room for in your clan for a 5 going to a level 6 town hall? Yeah, absolutely. If you want to join do me a favor, hit ! Join. You can join our Discord, send us a screenshot, and we will we'll find you a home among our family of clans. One stream he was watching a Royal Champion go down and completely overlooked it. Was it like the only thing that was going on? Or was there a lot going on? David says Town Hall 5 is peak. But yes, Harrison, we absolutely do have room. You just have to join Discord. If you join Discord, we will gladly take you, buddy. Wait, I lied. Town Hall 7 is peak. Well, you got to make up your mind now, David. No takesy-backsies here. And the player tried spelling out the RC but missed. It was the most important part of the attack. Man, you know, I'm not going to lie, though, right? Like, I've not been in a position where, like, I was watching something particularly high stress. But when I'm streaming and I'm playing, I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I absolutely miss more than I would normally. Like, you guys never get to see me at 100%. Because my brain can't operate that way, because I'm partly in, like, in entertainer mode, right? Entertainer mode sounds really bad. Maybe that's not the right way. But, like, it's not me zoned in, right? So there's things I definitely miss while I'm sitting here, especially when the headset's not working completely. But things that I wouldn't normally miss when I was playing by myself. No, I'd say entertainer mode is 100% accurate. Thank you, David. How can you mess up spelling out RC? It's only 2 letters. What's up, AT? Good morning, buddy. How you doing? Man, AT, you are so lucky you came when you did, buddy. I tried Root Riders today, and I mean, I have never sucked so badly. And that's saying something. It truly was terrible, and I'm not even good. David, do you still want a friendly challenge on my 15? Yes, please. All right, let me go share a replay for AT, and then we can go over to 2. Let me see what I got for you, big fella. So I basically went old school Root Riders at some point, but I mean, I was trying to. Yeah, let's look at something like that's a 64%. Let's not look at something that bad. This one I had pretty high hopes for. Let's look at something like this. Don't give me feedback currently, because my brain couldn't comprehend what I was trying to do. Like, I was too busy. I couldn't differentiate doing a normal, like, Root Rider, the old Root Rider attack with the new one, which consists of the Royal Champion dive or not. So I totally screwed the pooch. So I got a whole lot of penetration, right? Pushed my army into there. Forgot my healers. Forgot to invisibility spell. That triggers by accident. I hit my Warden ability. Yeah, see, this was just terrible. I'm smack in the middle, but I still have my King and my Archer Queen's ability. Or redo my Royal Champion a little bit away so she can try and re-heal. Even though the Electro Boots don't do any healing. This was just an awful attack, man. I just face rolled and prayed. I actually don't want to watch it anymore because it was so awful. All right, David. Come on over. All right. Let's do this. Oh, it's dark. Now I can set my clan castle and you can't see it. All right. Back on. There you go. Oh. Go ahead, David. What you got? Oh, clan games in a day. All right. Let's see what he's got. Hello, I'm a new subscriber. Well, hello, Sketch. Thank you for coming and subbing, buddy. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a fantastic day, my man. John the Queen, Snake on the King. Both will walk out. I'll tell you what, AT. I'm gonna get with you on Discord later. I'll send you a message. I'll steal an army comp from you. If you don't care. Please and thank you. Because you and me talked about this before, too. I had ABD trying to do the same thing, tried to show me. And it was just too many moving parts. So I assume when you say your king and the queen will walk out, you're using those to funnel, is what I'm assuming here. Okay, so that was a good first try. Kyle, can I live with you guys? I can't afford for you to live with us, Ollie. Sorry, buddy. You do not suck. I can look at that replay if you want me to one more time. I'm missing a hero. I got a question for you. Why the yak on your royal champion? I'll make food for you guys. That is tempting. Why the yak on your royal champion, David? What about Lassie? Lassie is the clear choice for the royal champion. Lassie is upgrading. That makes sense. They all suck, not gonna lie. Buddy, there's not a lie they're told. All the pets except for the unicorn. And the owl's okay, but like he's not somebody you'll ever use like super high end really. You're right. They do kind of suck. What's up, Icebox? Long time no see. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, brother. I make great Indian food. Can I come? You know, I don't think I've ever really tried Indian food, so we might have to do like a trial basis. I might need to see how the cooking is before we can commit to that. When is the interview? We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll try. We'll do it next week. You've never tried Indian food? How? Well, I've lived in the rural country for 90% of my life, so that would be how. Which is a shame. I'm actually told I would probably like it because I really enjoy spicy things. So I was told I would probably be a fan of Indian food. How's it going, bro? It's good, Icebox. How are you, man? Hope all is well for you, brother. What you want, I'll make you tell me. I'll make a new Earth for you. Well, damn. That's a level of commitment I'll take, buddy. I'm here for it. That's a good start to the interview. Indian food is ass blast guaranteed. Man, but I really like spicy food. Like, I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I've ordered like a lot of the sauces. If you guys have ever seen Hot Ones, not their top spicy ones, but the ones they always do like in that 6, 7, 8 range. That's always where I tend to love my hot sauce. After a long time I had my exam, how'd you do? Did you try the Pocky challenge? No, what's that? I like spicy food, but like I'm still white, y'all. Let's keep it real. Like I like spicy food for a white guy. I'm just gonna keep it real. And like because I live in the South, like I have a higher tolerance to spice. But still not one chip challenge. No, I have not done that. Because the issue I'd have is I'm gonna forget and I'm gonna rub my eyes and then I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. Like a schmuck. Bro, you are not white. You are the opposite of black. Oh, you time failed? Did you have it that time, David? So you went that way. You had an easier dive that time. Better dive. Much better dive. Oh. Did you want to come from this side, David? Or were you going to come this way? And you just missed your air sweepers. Make Chol Botcher or butter chicken for wood with extra butter naan, and a crocum bro will shed his happy tears in delicious thing. Now butter chicken I'm told I would love, but I'm just a big meat eater. And whiffed apparently. So here's what you should have done, David. Just like little thing, right? Because you still had your ability and stuff right here. You should have sent your army in over here. You should have waited for your army to naturally go somewhere over here, and then you should have come in probably from like this area with your royal champion. Hit the ability so your royal champion can take this, and this, maybe, before she dies. And that makes the back end of the base so much easier. Because, like, especially while you have your Warden ability, your troops don't need to help through there, right? So you trying to give some kind of back end support, even if it's not there, right? Like, you saw me, like, my mouse was over here. You could have used your royal champion over here or here. It doesn't make a difference. But that's what I would have done if you would have repositioned from a different angle there, right? Not have your royal champion. Although the support's good for your troops, it's not necessary, right? At least not that early on. So even if you do want to put her with them, let them go out in front for a little bit and then hit the ability. But most of the time I try and regroup with them. Bro, is there any possibility for a Town Hall 18 in 2025? Man. Is there a possibility for that? Yeah. Is it gonna happen? I have no clue. Okay, go. I gotta see you later. Gotta eat dinner, sleep. Bye, Kyle, David, Ali, AT. Oh, everybody. Have an amazing life. See you later, Ali. Have a great night, man. I'll see you here in another 10 or 15 minutes. We'll catch you later, buddy. Have a good night. Bro, exams are sucks, bro. You're absolutely right, man. I was never a test taker in school. Tests are not my thing. All right. Ironclad. I will. I'll take a look. That's Harrison. Harrison, I will. Let's go ahead. Actually, let's go ahead and assign him a role. We're gonna take care of him real quick while I looked over and saw him. What's up, Stir? How you doing, man? So we are going to send you probably here. No. We're going to send you to Woodshed 3 briefly. Until you get a slightly higher town hall. Huh? No. Do you mean turn off the camera? Let's do this. So we're going to go this. So this is where you'll want to go. Harrison. This is where you'll want to go, for sure. So Woodshed 3. We run wars there pretty consistently. So just go take a look. I saw you already joined Discord, so run over here. I'm going to save the trouble of messaging you. You can just look up the Woodshed and you can actually find all of our families. If you just go to 3, we'll sit you there until you're like a 9 or a 10. You can spend some time with me and one of the other high-level co-leaders. And, yes, I can let you back in the shed. Seen the class stream, so I joined. Well, I appreciate you coming by, Stir. Can I give you the best strategy for a 14? Currently, I am loving the Super Yeti clone, regardless of what Town Hall I'm at, which I think actually has to be a Town Hall 14, which is the same thing I have been doing. Bye, everybody. See you, Ollie. And we'll keep an eye for you right there. If If by the end of stream that I don't see you in there, Harrison, I will add you on that account and I will invite you. What's up, RGG? What clans do you guys have? We have so we have 4 clans that bear the Woodshed name, but we technically have like 7 clans in the family, or something ridiculous like that. We got a lot. We have a lot.
Getting more clans than Jesus had disciples.
I have not had more clans than Jesus had disciples. However, getting there. That's probably fair. You can be upset that it's clans, you can be upset that it's account, but you gotta pick one, baby. Yo, I'm struggling to break above 5,600 at the end of the day. What town hall are you? How high level is your account, Stir? And is it your defense or is it your offense holding you back? $17? Are you like a high-end 17, like almost a max? What attack strategy are you using? What are my headphones doing this? Why do my headphones just absolutely suck right now? Wasabi, do you know how much total you think you spent on the game? Dude. So much, dude. So much. More than I'd ever care to admit. Oh god, I was on a 20-second delay. That's alright, man. No big deal. Is it defense or is it offense holding you back, Stir? What's up, L? How you doing, bro? Welcome, welcome, my friend. Oh, Lily said in case one of us wanted it, or she would save it until next time, and I told her we'd throw it away long before next time. I told her if she cared that much about it, I would buy her another green juice next time she came back. Well, today both, but usually offense. So how many trophies are you getting offensively? What are you kind of averaging? I didn't get a single legendary. I think I've gotten one. And I am boasting a lot of accounts, so that is not saying a whole lot, realistically. What attack are you using, sir? There's a couple of different attacks, realistically, you can use. That if you're a high-end, I have to preface high-end 16, right? 17, sorry. That you should be able to get above the 5,600 trophy threshold pretty easily. I've only been 3-star. That will do it. Are you a rush 17? Are you max? Are you a new 17? Talk to me. Share your ills with me. Dragon E-boots. So you're doing a Royal Champion charge? I use Mass Drag, but I want to learn the Root Rider. It's so hard, though. It's just a lot to juggle. I also definitely struggle. I definitely struggle to figure out the new Root Riders. Not new Root Riders, but how to properly use them. You want to check my base out? Sure thing. Go for it. Drop your tag. I'll give it a look. Just throw the RC with my army. So are you just mass dragons? Now you've got me curious. Now I'm wondering, are you just throwing, like, what are you doing as far as spells go? What are you doing as far as to get the town hall goes? I'm very curious now. Let's take a look. Yeah, basically just mass dragons. So what's your spell composition look like? R GLVR. McCoy Stir. Yeti clones? Okay, so you're cloning your Yeti on the town hall, right? Aw, dude, Supercell. That's kind of cool, man. That's pretty sweet. So you're definitely leveled pretty decently. You got decent levels on your heroes. They're not max, but they don't have to be. Are you using the minion prince? Are you using Queen, Minion, Prince, Warden, Royal Champion? 46,000 donations. Jesus H. Are you looking for a new clan, buddy? Jesus Christ. Crystal 2. Gure. 7-3 Phillies Rockies. Let's go. You should use MP. You should absolutely use your minion prince. At what point do I draw the line? Like, at what point do you not be a Rockies fan anymore? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, buddy, I can see that your clan goes crazy in donos, man. But, like, you must be not the soul, but Jesus Christ. Iced Air has 39,000 requests. Is this like a mini account of yours? Holy shit. 19,000 requests. Want to check mine out, but I'm just a Town Hall 16, though. Turn Town Hall 16. Let's go. Yeah, sure, buddy. Absolutely. I'll look at any Town Hall y'all want me to. I'm making money, but at what cost? What you need? Oh. Let's take a look. This is... So you're obviously... Mild is a bigger bird. I got you. Buddy, you having 40-something thousand donos is wild. If you ever need a home, buddy, you let me know. I will gladly... I will gladly help you out, man. I'd have to see your attacking, man, because honestly, unless you just have unless your defensive layout for Legends just isn't that strong, it's got to be your offense. Which is fair, because if you're using Yeti clones, you're using a pretty safe offensive strategy, so that would make some sense. But still, you should be able to go past 5,600 with them. And it's not me taking a knock against you, right? But all right, Shadow. I actually like your base. You got the teaser. You kind of got these guys, one in the middle, one on the end. That's actually not bad. I would stagger your sweepers in some type of way, where I wouldn't give them a straight line from something easy like that for a giant arrow purpose. But that's a me thing, and the way they're placed, I don't know that there's a way to fix that real easy on this layout. It's definitely defense. I don't always 3. But this is a nice base. If you ever want to learn some offensive tricks, buddy, you let me know. I got tutorials out for that kind of stuff, buddy. I do one-on-one coaching for anybody who cares and wants to. Anybody who cares enough, at least. I'm currently 58-22, and I've peaked. At one point, I was 7th in America. And like 119th in the world. That's like my peak rank. So I've been up there pretty high. I had never finished that high. And I all-time best 6,100 trophies.
What was 62?
61-16. Sadly not 62. Am not that good. Just get good for it. That's right. Did I do all my attacks on Super 3? Sock's definitely in the compo, but it's got to be the Rockies. I don't know, man. Every once in a while, I go back and forth between the two and which one I think is worse. But I will say the parlays that I've been making has been for both of those teams to lose, and I put them on the same parlay because it feels basically guaranteed. I know it's not, but it feels like it. Well, the White Sox are actually beating the Mariners. I need that not to happen. Hi, Sub. You have a good night. Thank you, Stir. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic night as well. Clan name? Joshua, clan name is the same as the YouTube channel, actually. It's just THA Woodshed. I have to say THA because everybody else is going to type the. And I felt like I should be cool, so it's the. Oh, a super potion. Let's put something down in the laboratory. Let's do like the recall spell. Considering that might be something that gets more and more use. Can he not be upgraded? No, he's currently working, so he couldn't be. Let's not worry about him right now. Can I join your clan? Yes. As long as you have Discord, you join Discord, you absolutely can. That's the only requirement we have, though. You got to have Discord. Ugh. Let's do Seeking Air Mine. Do you need me to take a TV timeout, baby?
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right. Guys, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to say goodbye to the lady. And I will be right back. Just give me just 1 minute. All right. We're back. I hope you guys all missed me. All right. Still got people here. Jay said, nope, fantastic, but he's still waiting around for me. Notice, guys. Did David get to go back to the main clan? Did he get my invite? Excuse me. That's some good money right there. Let's do that. Jay, did you hear that I changed your command? Due to popular request? Oh, he's not gonna like it. It'll make me laugh, though. Maybe? He said L. I won't keep it as that. But I talked about it enough, and I started changing around the stuff today. And I was like, you know what? Let's screw with Jay. Do you have any requests for what you want it to be? Because if it goes back that you were the first to support me, Allie might kill you. Or me. Oh. Yeah, he did get to go back. Okay, cool. Man, look at this. This friends list, top 3 is just me. I need to go outside some more. Oh. Huh. I heard somebody walking behind me. Somebody must have walked past me. One of my neighbors or something. Oh, man, I'm going to have so many accounts in Legends League by the time I'm done with this because of the no training time. It just lets me do what I want, and that's wild. Let's go to something else. Let's go here. Alright, so I still have this. That's 18 hours. That makes it 12. That'll be like lunch tomorrow. Sweet. That'll actually give me time to attack on this account as well. That's good. Look at this, man. We just run a 20v20 just trying to get fucking XP here. How close are we to like level 9? Oh, Ironclad. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. What is the most poverty American sports franchise of all sports? So it has to be a team that's like never won, right? They've never won a title, anything like that, right? Browns. I don't think you can put the Lions on there because they've had too much recent success. I think normally it's probably and I don't know if they've had titles, but they've had people like Jim Brown and stuff like that. Or was that Steelers? Am I going crazy? Man. I mean, 80 years of poverty, though. No, I mean, I get it, but recency bias, right? Just because of the last 2 years? Yeah, but like the last 2 years and like were Super Bowl favorites at one point. Like, are the Marlins notable for anything? The Marlins were on my radar. Hold on, I'm taking to Google. I need to see who's. Brooklyn Nets, man. Charlotte Hornets? Oh, dude. They won a World Series in the Back to the Future franchise. That's about it. But like Charlotte Hornets, low key the Hornets may take first place. Hornets are really high up there. I hate to say it as a Clippers fan, but Clippers are pretty high up there, right? The Mariners are the only MLB team, right, without a title. Man, Hornets remind me of a high school basketball team more than anything. Timberwolves all time? No, you can't say Timberwolves. So it's got to be like I'll go team for team. So it's got to be. Do we say Maryland's or Marlins? Mariners or Marlins? It's Marlins, right? So it's Marlins, Hornets, and I think this won't surprise you guys. It's got to be Jacksonville, right? The Jags, like for football. It's got to be Jags, right? Like those are like the most poverty franchises per sport. I can't do soccer. I don't know soccer. I'm sorry. But Jags are up there. Like and Jags and the Hornets are like kind of in the same breath, right? Where like they've had talent and they just squandered it. I guess the Hornets technically have talent now, but I really don't like the Ball family. Somebody keep me posted about the A's and the Angels, by the way, please and thank you. Or if the White Sox somehow win. Soccer is different because not every team is given equal chance like in American sports. That's fair. I just didn't know if you were going to consider like MLS or something like that. And I don't know enough about hockey to do them either, but I know there's a lot of Canadian teams also in hockey. The Chicago Bulls, most poverty franchise I've ever seen. At me. Oh, hell nah. White Sox are still winning. I need them to lose. So are the Angels. I need them to lose. Top 6 in the NBA for most championships? You think they had an okay team in the 90s? Yeah, I mean, they were fine. That Pippen guy was pretty good, right? That Pippen kid they had? He was decent, right? Bro said okay. Jordan pushed off, just remember that. Remember that time I changed my name in Rocket League and Jordan pushed off? That was great. 6 championships in 8 years. Conveniently, it's also been 6 championships in 30 years. If you think about it that way, too. How many do the Clippers have? None. We suck. I'm not defending the Clippers, though. I know we suck. No, I think Jay's actually agreed with Jordan pushed off when I made that joke the first time. Or he didn't deny it at least. Skill issue. Man, Chicago fans, outside of Jay's actually not bad. But Chicago has some of the worst fan base in the world. Chicago fans made me hate Chicago sports. Dead ass, by the way. Not even a joke. That's not even bait. That's real. Jordan said they can hand check on offense, I can on defense. That sounds like a push-off. If hand checking on offense was allowed, Draymond Green would be the best NBA player we've ever seen. That's all I'm saying. Very nice. Thank you so much, Reyes. I appreciate it, man. Well, let's be real. We can talk about the Bulls, right? We can talk about the Clippers. We can talk about the Lakers or the Celtics. We can talk about the Rockies. We really should be talking about the New York Yankees, though. Let's keep it real. Most successful sports franchise in the history, not of baseball, of sports. That's what we should be talking about. Draymond, the GOAT of flagrant green. That's right. That's why I'm saying if you could push off on offense, he'd be unstoppable. The Lakers and Celtics have an argument for what? Bengals are actually a shout for worse. I mean, yeah, but they made it to a Super Bowl, right? Like, I want to give them some credit for that, and it looks like they have a bright future. Like, it's so hard, and I know it's recency bias, right? I know it's me. But it makes it hard for me to go, man, this team is a poverty franchise when I've seen them successful. Question. Jay, Hyper, question. Best sports team? Yankees. No, Yankees. That's the Yankees. No question. Do you guys think the New York Giants are a poverty franchise? Just flat out. New York Giants, poverty franchise or no? No way? I thought you were cool. But again, that's a recency bias thing, right? They've been really bad lately. I think they're a poverty ass franchise. I understand. That's a me thing. But I do think the Giants are a pretty poverty ass franchise. Nobody beats Brady in the Super Bowl and gets labeled as a poverty franchise. It actually looks like only poverty franchises beat Brady in the Super Bowl. No, because he got beat by the Eagles too, and they've had a pretty good upswing ever since then. Yeah, but man, fuck the Giants though. So does that mean the Diamondbacks are not a poverty franchise because they beat the Yankees? And they beat like early 2000 Yankees, like mid dynasty Yankees. So the Diamondbacks aren't allowed to be a poverty franchise because of that too? I think them letting go of Saquon and letting him go win a ring somewhere else was very nice of them. But I think that alone, I mean, that's just poverty ass franchise behavior. Huh? That's how I feel about it. Diamondbacks are poverty, but in recent memory, relatively speaking, they've won a World Series against one of the best teams ever. Kind of like the Giants beating Arizona teams in general. Kind of like Eli Manning beating Tom Brady, though. You know, it's kind of the same coin there. All right, more walls. Now you could argue, right? The Diamondbacks only won once. Eli did it twice. Whatever. I don't like him still. Did all the attacks here, right? Man, I'd have killed for a Manny Bowl Super Bowl. Oh, man, let me tell you. My family was big Peyton Manning fans. And I hated watching him that last year or so. Because I'm not a big Peyton Manning guy. I'm not really. I think he's a good guy. But, like, as a player, is just, you know, he was great. But I didn't have that same affinity for him, right? But, that last year or two watching him play, man, was rough. Was rough. Alright, let's keep doing these. How often was there actually a Manning Bowl? That was not a very common occurrence, was it? That only happened 2 or 3 times? Do that. Yeah, 3 times. I got you. Did Peyton win all of them? Heard someone say Diamondbacks in here. That's right. We were talking about poverty franchises. And the Diamondbacks are a poverty franchise, but the Giants aren't. And so I used the Diamondbacks as my excuse for why they were. That's Red P90, by the way, is my older brother. He is a Diamondbacks fan. Oh, you mean like the Yankees sobbing all over Soda leaving? I'm not right now. Not the way he's playing. He's not the best number 22 in New York. I'm fucking glad he's gone, is what I'm telling you. Juan Soto, who? I got Trent Grisham. And who you asking exactly? Peyton won all 3. Go. Alright, we will, with our new Warden ability, oh. Oh, I never That's fine. I can just do it now. It's not a big deal. Shouldn't be a big deal. It just helps kill it that little bit faster. So I think I glitched. One of my runs of Skyrim today, and I'm really sad about it. I might have to restart. What happened? So I'm doing things right, and I'm doing the Stormcloaks. I'm siding with the Stormcloaks this time around. And I side with the Stormcloaks. We invade Run. We make Jarl Balgruuf heal. Right, he surrenders. And then it's like, go to Ulfric for your next quest. I go to Ulfric, and he's glitched. He can't give me another quest. And so I go back to Run, and I'm like, oh, I'll just do something else. Maybe he just needs a day or two, right? Nope. I go to Run to try and do the companions because it's one of the only ones I got left. And I can't do the companions quest because they are all outside of Jorrvaskr for some reason, and they can't move. And I'm incredibly saddened by it. Pour one out for your boy, as the kids would say. I've never seen that. Neither have I, but given Bethesda, right, I'm not necessarily surprised. I'm just sad. Because I was like level 40, right? Makes me sad, though. I might see if there's like a save I can go back and mess with. Because I don't want to have to restart. Because I'm like 40 or 41, 42. And that just takes a long time to do. Even with mods. Go Minion Prince, let's go. Man, the life gem's not doing much for my Warden right now, you know that? That's what he's got, right? Life gem? I can't see. I need to remember to put the rage gem on him. Unless I have to upgrade the thing to do that. Which I probably do. Oof. Do that, got some farming done. Are you a beach guy? I can be. It kind of just depends on my mood. I'm definitely more of a sit by the pool type of guy as opposed to sit my butt on some sand. If that was part of the question. But no, I love going to the pool. Or to the beach. I would probably prefer a pool, but that's just my own personal preference. I like being the only thing in the water. Then sand in my foot and all over my towel. Oh. Getting it all over your towel is the worst part. Because, like, in your feet, right, like, you can shower. You feel pretty good, but your towel fucks up your day, man. Food, not foot. I was really confused about the foot there, but I was gonna be angry with you. No, man, yeah, that sucks. That has to suck. There we go. Get that. I don't really take food with me when I go to the beach for that reason, actually. Let's go update the MLB stats for today. Who ended up winning between the Sox? The Sox did win 1-0. Fuck me running, man. Ooh. We'll put that over there for now. Oh. Swipe that away. Do that. Just to make life easy. Huh? Mass Dragon to Town Hall 11. Man, what is this world come to? Boom, 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 boom. Best breakup date spots. Asking for a friend. Whew. Somewhere public. So, somewhere very public and out in the open. Are you breaking up with your girlfriend? It's for a friend. Man, how old are you, Hyper? There's Brocky Boo. Jayless is on. Let's put some friendly challenges up for him. Man. That depends on the kind of guy you are, honestly. Totally honestly, right? Like, a lot of people would say, you know, take him out somewhere first. About to graduate high school. Yeah, so I mean, I would just do it somewhere in public where you're comfortable with. Because it's not going to be easy for them regardless. Or your friend. It's not going to be easy for your friend regardless. So do it somewhere that you're comfortable at. And where you have support. Where your friend has support around them. That would be my advice. So rather it be not like necessarily a group setting, but like family's not far away. Or, you know, you got friends close by. Something like that, right? That is my 2 cents. Was going to do it through text. How long has your friend been dating this person? There was a rule when I was in high school, right? Because that was kind of like when like phones got really popular. Cell phones became really common, at least. Like was when I was in high school. So like breaking up through text become pretty common. But there was rules that us as guys kind of set with each other. That was like if you dated for a long enough time, you needed to do it in person. So how long has your friend been seeing them? I'm enjoying that. Doing the, you know, the your friend thing. Five months. Feeling like it's leaning on in the person. That's that is definitely not good. Shit, man. Here's a wild idea, right? For your friend, is the relationship salvageable at all, or is it just given up at this point? Not that I'm judging, I just curious. Yeah. I don't know. My friend and this person are going very different parts of the country for college. Ah. Well, as far as where to take somebody, should you do it in person? Should your friend do it in person? Yes. 5 months is long enough for a high school relationship, and you should learn confrontational skills. Not saying this will be confrontational, but something that and my generation was the same way, right? Where we wanted to avoid confrontation as much as humanly possible. And that is a life skill you need to have. So it should be done in person. And if college is the real reason that they're not going to be together, then that should be just said. Be like, listen, I get it. You're great. This is nothing against you, but we're going to colleges, from 3 states away, and I don't know that I can do a long-term thing. That should be exactly what you say. I don't feel comfortable doing a long distance relationship. And then she'll get kind of upset. Maybe kind of not, depending on what kind of person she is. And then you can call it a day. Because, that's just, again, right, at the very... Because, truthfully, right, 100%, if you're thinking this, if your friend's thinking this, there's a real chance that she's thought the same thing. Very real chance that same thing has crossed her mind. So she'll be sad about it. She also might understand more than you would think. So I would take that approach personally. The issue is trying to stay friends afterward because there's no bad blood. Well, and hear me out. There's no bad blood yet. I'm not saying there will be bad blood, but I'm saying there's a real possibility that because you are dating somebody, your friend is dating somebody that they were friends with and they want to continue to be friends with. I'm being 100% for real, right? It's probably better for you guys not to stay friends immediately afterward, at least. I don't know about long term, later, but immediately afterwards. If one of you moves on, there's going to be questions. There's going to be a lot of feelings that nobody's going to know how to deal with. Don't do that to yourselves, right? Because if she sees you move on and you're fucking around with other girls, she's going to know, she's going to feel some type of way about it, right? And she might not want to be your friend afterwards. That's also a real possibility. And truthfully, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to be friends with your ex. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be friends, as long as you're a single individual. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to be friends with your ex either. But it's totally valid that somebody wouldn't want to date you after you break up with them. You know what I mean? That they don't want to be friends with you. That's a very real possibility. And that's the risk you take. But you also shouldn't date somebody because you're worried about losing them as a friend. Did I ever? Yes, of course I did. I was a high school boy once upon a time. I was dating a girl who went to college out of state. We tried to do a long distance relationship. I've had issues very similar to this, except I tried to do the long distance thing. I'll give you advice from my standpoint now, right? You're trying to do this in a way that makes everybody happy and makes you feel not like the bad guy. I've been the way you see me for 29 years now. I've been this way more or less my entire life. Not 29 years, probably my entire adult life. I've been like this, right? Where I'm relaxed. I got my quirks. I got my things that I like and things that I don't like, right? I got my do's and don'ts, like everybody. But, I get try not to be the bad guy. You don't want to be the reason that this poor girl is fucked up for the rest of her life. I get it, and that's very admirable, right? But you're going to be the bad guy in somebody's story. And you have to accept the fact that there's a chance that you're the bad guy in this girl's story. And that just depends on how she takes it. Genuinely. And there's not much more to it than that. You should try not to be. You should try not to be the bad guy. But there's gonna, and I'm not saying this is that point. There's gonna be somebody that you're the bad guy in their story, even though you've done everything you could to be right for them. Right. Somebody right now swears that I'm the reason that they have trust issues because they swear up and down that I cheated on them. I've never cheated in a relationship in my life. So that's just going to happen. That's just because of people. People learn, people need to grow. That's how life works. That does suck. You're right. And again, maybe you could still be friends with them. But, like, I would rather you be prepared for a more realistic... Maybe you still can be friends, or maybe she's not mad at you, but she doesn't want to talk to you right away. That's a very realistic scenario. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you still can be friends, but she needs some space, and you need to not talk for a month or two. That's a very realistic scenario. And if I was you, that would be the approach I would look for. Man, that sounded really sad, though, didn't it? Yeah, that's really good advice. I try. As a dad, it comes pre-built in me now, right? You can't make everybody happy. So do what's best for you, and try not to hurt other people in the process. That's all you can ask for. I think that's the best advice I could give anybody. You better start charging people for advice. I don't quite know about that one. I don't know how well that would go. But, like, you just learn this through experience, right? I've just been around too long. I've got more life experience than somebody my age should. The easier it is to make peace with you might be the bad guy in somebody's story, and do right by yourself, just don't wrong somebody in the process, life gets a lot better. Again, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's realistic, though. It's really annoying how it's based totally on circumstances out of your control. So give me an example. What circumstance here makes it out of your control? Give me an example. Let me coach you a little bit. Let me coach you a little bit. What's the situation that's out of your control? What part of this can you not control? Wizard Tower's mortars get an extra level. God, so many things get levels. This is stupid. Are divided into 4-year segments where you go to different areas. Well, and part of it is like, but that's not necessarily out of your control, right? Like, and I'm not saying you should. I'm saying that, like, you had the opportunity to be like, well, maybe we go to a similar school, and you try to convince her, or you apply to her school, one way or the other, right? Like, that's a possibility. Like, that was in your control. And then you're going to go, well, I didn't really like her school, or it didn't have this program that I wanted. And that's perfectly fine. But that was a potential or a sacrifice that could have been made, right? There are lots of things like that you got to consider, especially the older you get. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we would just consider a sacrifice, right? And the older you get, the more sacrifices you have to make. The more you learn that the more sacrifices you have to make, the happier everybody will be involved in the long run, right? That's a big sacrifice, right? You're a kid, though. I say kid, right? You're like 17 or 18, right? I wouldn't say sacrifice where you wanted to go to school for a high school relationship. I wouldn't say do that, because if it doesn't work out, then if it doesn't work out, worst case scenario, you now are going to a school that doesn't have a program you want for a relationship you don't have anymore. So it's probably not, it's definitely not worth the risk, right? But it's not that you were out of control. It's just you weren't happy with the options you were given anymore. You know, like when Riot was born, like Riot, I love him to death. I love him with all of my heart and all of my being. Right, my son, he's now a year old. Right, was not a planned pregnancy. Right, so something that I just moved in with my girlfriend, and there was a choice. Right. And so I figured, I was like, well, I have to make this sacrifice for the betterment of my girlfriend at the time, which is Allie. She's still I say girlfriend at the time. She's still my girlfriend, right? It'd be better for her if I was around. It'd be better for Riot if it was around. And now that I've been around and I've actually made that, I don't want to say, because I didn't consider leaving, right? But having a kid just out of nowhere with a girl you've been together with for 10 months was a giant thing, right? And I've never been gladder that I've stayed. Those two are the biggest blessing my life has ever given me. You're right. It's better that I step away and take time to think about it. I think that's absolutely right. Something I did when I was younger, I always did a pro and cons list, literally. I would just write down all the pros, all the cons, and I would see which one weighed heavier. I really appreciate your honesty talking about this stuff, man, for real. And buddy, that's what. Listen, and as I'll give you a little more unasked for advice, right? But this is some real shit, right? As you get older, you'll understand why guys have no problem talking to other guys. We don't have an outlet in the world that is easy for us to be vulnerable. So when men ask other men about life, anybody who's worth a damn will answer. Anybody. As a man, I don't have a lot of outlets in my life to talk about stuff that I wish the generation behind me gets. And so I'm more than happy to share anything I can. And men are the best thing for other men. Best support system, the most understanding. It's the best thing you can have for each other. Alright, let's get one or two more attacks in. It's the whole stigma against expressing feelings. And again, as a man, right? And my dad, who is a Gen X, right? I can talk to my dad. I've never met a man that I deemed my friend who I couldn't open up and physically have a conversation about. This is going to sound damning to women in my life, and I apologize for that. I've not had some fantastic female influences in my life a lot, but this is not to speak of all women. But I've been damned more for expressing myself amongst women as opposed to men. I've never had a man shame me for saying or feeling a certain way. Never. If I have, it was when I was really little and I don't remember it. But like, I can go to my dad right now. Like, I talked to my dad. We had a conversation last year where I told him, I said, "Listen, something happened to me. Not to me, but something happened, and as a man, I didn't know how to handle it." I said, "What should I have done, or what would you have thought of? This is what I did. I didn't know if I should have done this." Like, I had that conversation with my dad at like 28 years old. Maybe I was 27, 28, 27, something like that, right? That was a conversation we had. And my dad's very masculine, or doesn't show a whole lot of emotion, right? That's his thing. He's one of those guys, but was more than happy to level with me, right? And I'm not saying trust every guy. I'm not. But I think for male problems, I think men are a lot more understanding, obviously, right? We get it. We've been there. We've done that. Most of us have, at least. Has affected your own perception of it? Some ways good, some ways bad. I don't know that I would say it really has affected me that great deal. And I wouldn't have noticed it as a kid. But I do notice it as I get older, when I hear things or I react to things and I go, that's not a normal response. Right? So, like, the biggest example I can give, God forgive me, Allie, if you're listening. And I talked to a therapist about this. Allie had a kid who had a seizure at work, right? And she called me and she was all tore up about it. She's like, "Oh my God, this kid had a seizure, right? They fell over and they had fallen on the ground." And so my dad, who was, again, a guy who very much didn't show a lot of emotion, he wouldn't have cared a whole lot about it. He would have consoled my mom. And that's basically what I did. I consoled Allie. But my thought, my brain, and God forgive me, please, my brain said, "Damn this kid for having a seizure, and I now have to deal with this." And I told myself, I heard that in my head, and I went, "That's not a normal response. That's not how that should be." And so that was one of the first times I really recognized that did something to me. That I didn't care about this little kid. All I cared about was the inconvenience to my day that it was, and I was like, "Well, fuck. I need to go talk to somebody." And I've been to therapy. So now technically twice, but I've only actually graduated from therapy once. Sad days are sad, but that's a lot of money still. I'm in Crystal. Oh! I get gems for that. Therapy is something that's commonly looked down upon, only by certain people. I think therapy is becoming much more widely accepted, and I think therapy is something everybody needs. Some kind of counseling, some kind of therapy. I think it's fantastic for you. Allie's in therapy. If my insurance was better and that therapy wasn't going to be so expensive for me, I'd be in therapy a second time right now. I think therapy is something literally everybody could use, and I'm not being facetious when I say that. Therapy is fantastic. And when you get a little older and you have a job, or if your parents have decent insurance, I would strongly consider looking into a therapist, regardless if you feel like you've been traumatized or not. Because you've been traumatized, it's just a matter of do you realize it. Instead of something you only go to during emergencies. Agreed? But the issue is that most people you only go to therapy when you're in that emergency state. That's when you start, right? And then you kind of come back, and it reels you in, and it reels you in, and it reels you in, until eventually you're doing better, and you're coping, right? And then you're coping. And then life goes a little better. No, you don't need therapy as much. I do still think therapy is great, though. I think everybody should go to therapy. Because sometimes even saying what you're having issues or what you're feeling out loud, sometimes even just saying something out loud can make you feel better about it. And having some place that's safe like that is someone you can talk to who ethically and lawfully has to be safe for you is good. Dude, you just said more honest shit than anyone ever has to me before. Well, I'm glad to help, buddy. Again, that's what I'm here for. I always told people, and I said that this was when I was in a much more depressed state of mind, but I think it's got some truth to it still. I said that I don't know what I'm on this planet for, but if I make anybody's life better, it was worth me being around for. And that's the only thing I know. If I can save one person some heartache or some headache, I'm doing all right. Ooh. Oh, man, I'm tired. Now I'm emotionally exhausted. Thanks, Hyper. Can you rate my base? Absolutely, Matthew. Give me 1 second, buddy. I will absolutely do that for you. Get a life lesson from a YouTube stream, but life comes at you in many ways. Yeah, man. You'd be surprised, though, man. Anybody, truthfully, if you have other streamers or YouTube content creators who you think are more entertaining, they got a lot of personality to them, they tell a lot of jokes, you should go talk to them and ask them these same kinds of questions. It's always the people who have lived the most, good or bad, that try the hardest to make people smile. Kill the fucking king. God dang it. I don't really know why I wanted them to kill the king, but it made me feel better. Oh. No fingers. Alright, we're getting a legendary chest out of this last one, I'm calling it. Legendary chest. I shouldn't be going to Judo Sloth for life advice. I have no idea. I have no idea what he's been through in his life. I love Judo Sloth, though. Use code Judo. And he might be, too. I'm sure. Listen, everybody's got life advice. It's just what kind of life advice. Everybody's got some kind of advice you can take from. Mine just happens to revolve around people. Which makes sense. I work with people, so at this point in my life, I understand people. Ooh, he's the leader of Nova Knights. Flames and Purgatory of the Night. 22-4-25. A top-tier active war clan. 6 wins, 3 win streak where every member matters. Every war counts. We don't hand out promotions. We earn them if you're ready to dominate. Nova Knights is good for you. Well, thanks again for the advice. I'll make sure to update you when my friend has the date. Well, let me know how it goes, buddy. Let me know how it goes. Please, please, please keep me updated. I hope it works out okay for both of you, and you guys can still be friends. You and your friend and his lady. I like your base, Matt. This is very nice. I like this. I do still wish these were a little staggered, but honestly, that's not a very easy line. It's kind of from this angle, but with the army camps there, makes it a little annoying. I like the base though. Any advice on moving up clan levels? Man, the best thing to do for clan levels is just to get on everything, right? So you need to war, and war as big as humanly possible, right? War as big as you can. You need to make sure you're doing capital raids. You actually get XP for capital raids. You need to do clan games. Other than that, it's just a grind, man. I started this clan like 2 years ago at this point, and we're only 170 wars in, and we're level 18. So good luck, though, buddy. Seriously, good luck, man. I always tried to run as big a wars as possible that I could still like attack, have every base attacked for maximum XP. Woodshed 3 is currently like level 7 or 8, and it's running like 20v20 with like 22 members. So literally as big as humanly possible. Goals to get like level 7 or 8 soon. First goal, if you ask me, should be to get level 5, because that gives you the donation upgrade troop. A little bit extra war loot doesn't hurt, right? But level 4 gets you some extra troop that you can donate. Plus, right, the extra level at 5 is massive, but really the goal needs to be 5 and 10. 2 level upgrades, that means Town Hall 15s can technically upgrade or donate max troops. Huge for you. That should be 5 and 10 are the big milestones, right? Anything past that is just bragging rights. I can't wait to hit level 20, by the way. I'm going to be so fucking excited. Yeah, that's my goal soon. Hopefully, well, good luck, buddy. Seriously. Make sure you keep us posted if you hang around, man. I'd love to see when you guys grow into that 8, 9, 10 range. It's a damn good feeling, buddy. Oh. Yeah, Woodshed 3 is 8 right now. And they're probably halfway to 9. With like 40 wars done, jeez. Perfect. But I hate that you did come at the end of my stream. So this is going to be it for tonight. I do appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out. As always, thank you so much. I'm going to get off here and call tonight. Hope you guys have a fantastic night. Be safe. Be good, everybody. I'll see you guys same time tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.